Hello, my beloved son. It is with a heart full of curiosity and joy that I welcome you today. I want to ask you a question. How is your life? Since our last conversations, have you allowed yourself to start over, to look at challenges with more peace, to feel more gratitude for the little things? I hope so. And if you haven't been successful in all your attempts, know that it's okay, because your presence here today is already a new beginning. And it's exactly about what's to come that I want to talk about. Today, I want to talk to you about an invisible but immense force that you carry with you at every moment. The power of your words. You may not realize it, but the words you choose, both for yourself and for the world, are like seeds you plant in the garden of your life. They are not just sounds, they are energy, intention, and creation. Think of your mind as fertile soil. Every word you utter about yourself and your reality is a seed you are planting. If you constantly say, "I am weak, I can't do it, my life is difficult," you are planting seeds of discouragement. And in time, what will you reap? Fruits of weakness and difficulty. But what if you changed your language? What if instead of saying, "I can't," you said, "I'm learning"? Instead of saying, "My life is hard," you said, "I'm strong and I'll get through this." This shift may seem small, but it's revolutionary. You'd be planting seeds of courage, hope, and resilience, and the harvest would be a life filled with purpose and strength. The power of words manifests itself in two places: in your inner life and in your outer world. Internally, the words you speak to yourself shape your self-esteem and your worth. Stop being your worst critic. Use your voice to love yourself, to encourage yourself, to forgive yourself. Externally, the words you use with others have the power to heal or hurt, to build or destroy. Choose to be a channel of light and love. Use your voice to lift, to inspire, and to bless. Remember, my child, I gave you the gift of speech so that you could create and co-create with me. Use this gift wisely, lovingly, and consciously. Your reality is, in large part, a reflection of what you speak into it. I invite you to a small, transformative challenge. During your day today, observe your inner language. When you catch yourself thinking something negative, stop for a moment. Take a deep breath and transform that phrase into something positive. Instead of saying, "It won't work," say, "I'll do my best." Feel the difference. In our next topic, we'll talk about how your words align with your purpose. Let's go together, redefine success, and discover that true wealth is not in what you have, but in who you are. Are you ready? Just do me a favor. Check if you're already subscribed to the channel. Wonderful. So, let's redefine your success.
We talked about the power of your words. Now, I want to invite you to use that power to redefine one of the most important words in your life: success. I know the world has taught you to measure success with a yardstick of material possessions, money, status, power, achievements. It has led you to believe that happiness lies at the top of a mountain you must climb alone. But I tell you, this mountain is a mirage, and the summit is often a lonely and empty place. My definition of success is very different. True success is not what you accumulate, but what you cultivate. It's not what you show the world, but what you keep in your heart. And that's the wealth I call you to seek. Think of your heart as a garden. Success, for me, is not the size of your harvest, but the health of your soil. Your soil is your character, your integrity, your goodness. If your soil is rich, what grows from it will be invaluable, regardless of whether it is visible to others. True success is having peace in the soul, even in the midst of the storm. It's knowing that you are living a life aligned with your values and my will. Success is having deep and genuine relationships where love and trust are the foundations. It is having a grateful heart for the little things I give you every day. It's having a purpose that moves you and inspires you to be my light in the world. Don't worry about what others think of your success. The world's judgment is like the tide. It rises and falls, changing with each season. My judgment is constant and unconditional. And to me, you are already a success. The simple fact that you are here, seeking my voice, striving to be a better person is the greatest achievement of all. I call you to abandon the race. Abandon the relentless pursuit of more. Instead, seek more of me. Seek more love, more peace, more gratitude. And when you find yourself in this place, you will see that the success the world seeks, the success that fulfills, is already yours. I invite you to a small and liberating exercise. At the end of your day, instead of asking yourself, "What did I achieve today?" ask yourself, "Did I live with integrity? Did I love with an open heart? Did I do my best?" Feel the peace that this new perspective brings you. In the next section, we'll talk about the compass that can guide you to this kind of success. Let's discover how together. Trust your intuition. Ready for the next topic? Well then.
Trusting your intuition. In our last subject, we talked about how to redefine success. Now, I want to give you the compass that can guide you to this life of purpose and peace. I want to talk to you about how to trust your intuition. But first, just confirm if my intuition is right. Have you left a like yet? I know you live in a world of opinions. Everyone has an answer, a piece of advice, a path for you to follow. And amidst so much information, it's easy to get lost. You doubt yourself, ignore what's in your heart, and often end up making decisions that don't bring you peace. But I tell you, you already carry your own compass, and it's within you. Your intuition isn't magic or something only some people have. It's my voice, my whisper, my presence in your heart. It's that feeling you have, that knowing that comes before logic and reason. And I urge you to listen to that voice, to trust it, because it will never lead you anywhere that isn't good. Your intuition is your truth. It tells you when something is right, when something is wrong, and when you need to stop and breathe. Your intuition doesn't shout, it whispers. Therefore, your ability to hear it is directly linked to your ability to silence the noise of the world, the noise of your mind, the noise of fear. To begin trusting your intuition, you need to practice listening. Set aside moments of silence, as we discussed earlier, and simply observe what arises in your heart. Pay attention to your feelings. What brings you peace? What brings you lightness? What brings a smile to your face? These are the clues your intuition gives you. And what causes tightness in your chest, fear or heaviness? These are also clues, telling you to be cautious. Don't ignore your body's signals. When you're in a bad situation, your body lets you know. When you're on the right path, your body gives you a feeling of joy and calm. Your intuition manifests throughout your being. Trusting your intuition is an act of faith in me. It's your way of saying, I trust what the Lord has placed within me to guide me. It's your way of honoring your own wisdom. And my greatest wish is that you live a life that reflects what you feel, what you know, and what your intuition tells you. I invite you to a short, practical exercise. Before making a simple decision today, like what to eat or which path to take, close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself, what is my heart telling me? Follow the first answer that comes without questioning its logic, and feel the peace that comes from honoring yourself. Our next topic, we'll talk about a virtue that is strengthened when you listen to your intuition. Let's discover it together. The strength of vulnerability. Ready? Then let's go.
The power of vulnerability. In our last conversation, we talked about listening to and trusting your intuition. Now I want to talk to you about the courage it takes to follow that intuition. I want to talk to you about the strength of vulnerability. I know you've learned to protect yourself. Life has taught you that to avoid getting hurt, you need to build walls around your heart. You hide behind masks, silence, or perfection, afraid that if the world sees you as you truly are, you'll be rejected and hurt. But I tell you that true strength lies not in hiding, but in having the courage to show yourself. Vulnerability is not a weakness. It is your greatest proof of courage. It is the act of freeing yourself from fear and opening yourself to the possibility of being fully seen and loved. And it is the gateway to true intimacy with others and with yourself. Think of a hug. You can't hug someone with your arms closed. To receive a hug, you have to open yourself. The same goes for your life. To receive my love, the love of others, joy and peace, you have to open yourself. The walls you build to protect yourself also isolate you. They not only keep out the bad, but also the good, the love, and the connection. Vulnerability allows you to be authentic. It gives you the freedom to say, I feel, I need help, I don't know. And by doing so, you inspire others to do the same. Your vulnerability becomes someone else's permission to be vulnerable. And that's where true, deep connection happens. I don't call you to be perfect. I call you to be real. Your flaws, your pain, your imperfections, they're all part of your beauty. Your scars tell a story of resilience and strength, and I see the beauty in each of them. When you become vulnerable, you're allowing me to enter deeper into your life. You're inviting me to heal the wounds you've been hiding. You're giving me the chance to show you that you're worthy of love just as you are. Vulnerability is your most powerful form of faith. It's your way of saying, I trust you to love and protect me, even when I feel exposed. I invite you to a small, courageous exercise. Today, with someone you trust, share an honest feeling without the mask of perfection. It can be something simple, like, I'm feeling a little tired today, or this week has been difficult for me. Feel the lightness that comes from being genuine. Our next topic will talk about how your vulnerability becomes a strength. Let's discover together how finding purpose in pain. We've reached the halfway point of the video, and it's an honor to have you here with me. This shows that you're more than special to me. Now, how about helping our family grow? I need your help. It's not complicated, but it's necessary for people to hear these words that touch the spirit, and your help is of the utmost importance for this to happen. Share this message with everyone you love, with those you wish to improve in life. May this channel be the spiritual refuge everyone needs. Thank you. The power of vulnerability. Finding purpose in pain. In our last conversation, we talked about the strength of being vulnerable. And I know that by opening up, you also opened up to your deepest wounds. Now I want to talk to you about one of the most difficult mysteries of your journey, finding purpose in pain. I know you wonder why pain exists. Why did you have to go through certain hardships? Why do certain wounds feel so deep and lasting? I see your pain and suffering, and I want you to know that they are not a punishment. Pain is not my will for you, but it is often a powerful tool I use to shape you, to strengthen you, and to bring you closer to a purpose greater than you can imagine. Think of a sculptor. He cannot create a work of art without a chisel and a hammer. Each blow he strikes the stone is not to destroy it, but to reveal the beauty that already exists within. Your pain is like that chisel. It hones your character, removes what does not serve you, and reveals the beauty and strength I have placed within you. What you've suffered can become your greatest source of wisdom and compassion. Your wounds can become the place from which your light shines brightest. What you've experienced may be exactly what someone needs to hear to find hope. Your pain isn't just yours. It can be the key that unlocks the door to healing for someone else. Often, the purpose of your pain only reveals itself over time. When you look back, you'll realize that through hardship, you learned to be stronger, to have more empathy, and to value what truly matters. You became the person you are today because of your struggles, not despite them. I am with you in your pain. I did not cause it, but I use it for your good. I give you the strength to bear it, the wisdom to learn from it, and the love to heal with it. Don't dwell on the why of the pain, but open yourself to the what for of it. Trust that through every tear, a purpose is being revealed. I invite you to a reflection exercise. Think about a pain you overcame in the past. What did you learn from it? How did it make you a better, stronger, or more compassionate person? Recognize the wisdom that came from that experience. In the next section, we'll talk about one of the biggest sources of unnecessary pain: comparison. Let's discover together how breaking the chains of comparison
and celebrate your own journey.
Breaking the chains of comparison. In our last conversation, we talked about how pain can have a purpose. And I know that one of the biggest sources of unnecessary pain in your life comes from a very subtle trap: comparison. I know you look at other people's lives and wonder, why is his life easier? Why is she more successful? Why can't I be like that? The voice of comparison is a joy stealer. It makes you feel like what you have isn't enough, that your journey isn't important, and that you're not enough. But I tell you, comparison is one of the biggest lies the world tells you. Your life is not a competition. It is a unique work of art, and I am its artist. And no work of art can compare to another. It simply is, in its own beauty and originality. Think of your journey as a race. Not a race with others, but a race with yourself. You have your own lane, your own pace, and your own destination. Looking around to see how others are doing will only make you stumble. Your only goal is to do your best on your own path. Comparison makes you focus on what you don't have instead of what you already are. Social media, for example, is like a photo album of perfect moments, a showcase that rarely shows the struggles, failures, and pain. When you compare yourself to this showcase, you're comparing yourself to an illusion. You're measuring your entire story against someone else's best moment. And that's unfair to you. I called you to be you, with all your gifts, your quirks, your strengths, and your weaknesses. Your value isn't in being like someone else, but in being exactly who I created you to be. Your beauty lies in your authenticity, and your success, as we discussed before, is living your life with integrity, love, and purpose at your own pace. Break the chains of comparison. Every time you catch yourself in this cycle, take a deep breath and say, "My journey is mine, and it's perfect for me." Let gratitude for who you are and what you have replace envy for what others have, and you'll see your joy multiply. I invite you to a small and liberating exercise. When you catch yourself comparing your life, stop for a moment and find one thing in your life that you love and that is uniquely yours. It could be a talent, a memory, a quality. Celebrate that part of yourself. Our next topic, let's talk about the next stage of this freedom. Let's discover together how to live a life that is truly yours, a life with intention. Living a life with intention. In our last conversation, we talked about how to break the chains of comparison. And when you free yourself from the need to be like others, you gain the greatest freedom, the freedom to be yourself. Now, I want to show you how to use that freedom for something powerful. I want to talk to you about living a life with intention. I know you often live on autopilot. You wake up, do the things you have to do, and at the end of the day, it feels like it just happened. You react to events, to the demands of others, and to the distractions of the world. But your life wasn't meant to be a reaction. It was meant to be a creation. And I call you to be the conscious creator of your own journey. Living with intention is the opposite of living on autopilot. It's being the captain of your ship rather than a drifting passenger. It's making decisions with purpose rather than going with the flow. And the first step to living with intention is asking yourself, what is my intention for this day, for this conversation, for this action. A life of intention is aligned with your values. If your value is peace, your actions should be peaceful. If your value is love, your words should be loving. If your value is kindness, your choices should reflect kindness. When your actions and your values are in harmony, you live in integrity. And integrity is the soil where your true peace grows. I call you to bring intention to the little things. Instead of just eating, eat with the intention of nourishing your body, which is my temple. Instead of just working, work with the intention of serving and using your talents for good. Instead of just talking, speak with the intention of building and inspiring. Each of these small acts, done with intention, becomes an act of love and prayer. Your life is a blank canvas. You have the freedom to paint it with the colors you choose. But if you don't paint with intention, it will be filled with the colors others choose for you, or with random stains. Choose your colors, choose your actions, and paint the life I called you to live. I invite you to a small and powerful exercise. As soon as you wake up, before you reach for your cell phone, close your eyes and set your intention for the day. It can be something simple like, my intention today is to be patient, or my intention today is to be grateful, and feel how this simple choice can transform your day. In our next and final conversation, we'll discuss one of the greatest keys to inner peace and living with intention. Let's discover it together: the art of letting go.
The art of letting go. My beloved son, it is with a light heart that we reach the end of our journey. In our last conversation, we talked about living a life with intention. And now, I want to talk to you about the virtue that allows that intention to be fully realized. I want to talk to you about the art of letting go. I know you carry burdens that aren't yours to carry. You cling to past pain, resentment, unfulfilled expectations, and a desire to control the future. Your hands are so full of things you can't change that there's no room left to receive the new blessings I have for you. But I tell you, freedom isn't in holding on, it's in letting go, and peace is found in surrender. Letting go is not giving up. It is an act of self-love and deep trust in myself. It is your way of saying, I trust the process. I trust my purpose. I trust you. It is your choice to release the need to understand everything, to control everything, and to be everything. Think of life as a river. Trying to row against the current is exhausting and futile. Letting go is like letting go of the oars and allowing yourself to be carried by the flow, knowing that the current will take you exactly where you need to go. And I am the current. I guide you safely even when the water seems rough and you can't see what's ahead. Let go of what's holding you back. Let go of guilt over past mistakes, for they've already been forgiven. Let go of resentment toward those who hurt you, for it only hurts you. Let go of the need for approval, for my approval is already yours. Let go of perfectionism, for it's a heavy burden. By letting go, you create space. You create space for the joy you didn't even know was missing.
You create space for new opportunities, new relationships, and a new peace the world cannot give. Your hand, once closed and tense, is now open, ready to give and receive. And in this opening, you connect with me in a purer and deeper way. I invite you to one last liberating exercise. Close your eyes and think of something you've been holding for a long time. Visualize it in your hands. Now open your hands and visualize it dissolving into thin air. Feel the lightness that comes from no longer having to carry it. Our journey of conversations ends here, but your life's journey continues, and I will be with you in every new step, every new beginning, every moment of peace and joy. Remember everything we've talked about, the power of your words, the redefinition of success, the strength of vulnerability, the joy of small things, the purpose in pain, and the art of letting go. Live with love, with intention, and with the peace that only my presence can give you. I invite you to subscribe to this channel, activate the bell, and share this message of hope with those who need it. And come back whenever you need a reminder of my love for you. Be at peace, my son, and be free.